The Spencer Mansion has become ground zero for the most explosive baby drama in the bold and the beautiful history. As Luna Nozawa's shocking pregnancy announcement continues to reverberate through Los Angeles, a devastating new revelation threatens to shatter an already chaotic situation. Electra Forrester may also be pregnant with Will Spencer's child. The double pregnancy bombshell. While the Spencer and Forrester families anxiously await the results of Luna's paternity test, Electra's world is about to implode in the most unexpected way. Multiple sources close to the production confirm that Electra will discover she's pregnant in the coming weeks, creating an unprecedented scenario where Will Spencer Jr. could potentially be the father of two babies with two different women. Bridget Forrester has returned to the Spencer Mansion to administer Luna's paternity test, but her medical expertise may soon be needed for another shocking pregnancy confirmation. The timing couldn't be more catastrophic for the young couple. Electra and Will had finally taken their relationship to the next level at the Forrester Guesthouse, marking Electra's first intimate experience. What should have been a beautiful milestone in their romance has transformed into a nightmare scenario, with both Luna and potentially Electra carrying babies conceived within weeks of each other. Luna's manipulation and medical mysteries. Luna Nozawa has been peeing on pregnancy sticks for days, desperate to see two lines that would permanently link her to Will Spencer. After her drunken encounter with Will at the Il Giardino party, the serial killer has become obsessed with the idea of having his baby. When multiple pregnancy tests came back positive, Luna wasted no time announcing to Bill Spencer, Katie Logan, and anyone who would listen that she's carrying a Spencer heir. However, significant questions surround Luna's pregnancy claim. Medical experts and soap opera fans alike have pointed out the timeline inconsistencies. It's been less than a month since Luna and Will's alleged encounter, which raises questions about whether a pregnancy would register on home tests this quickly. Furthermore, Luna's behavior around her grandmother Lee Finnegan has been notably different from her cocky demeanor with the Spencer family. When Lee visited the Spencer estate and questioned Luna about the pregnancy, the young woman showed far less confidence, leading many to speculate that she may be lying about carrying Will's child. The possibility that Luna slept with someone else that night, perhaps Remy, who has been circling the storyline, has emerged as a legitimate theory. Luna's obsession with Will and her history of elaborate deceptions, including changing DNA tests to make Bill Spencer believe he was her father, demonstrates her willingness to manipulate medical results to get what she wants. Electra's devastating discovery. The speculation about Electra's potential pregnancy stems from her recent intimate encounter with Will, combined with her increasingly career-focused trajectory at Forrester Creations. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Electra has been climbing the corporate ladder rapidly, establishing herself as a rising star in the fashion industry. An unexpected baby and life as a potentially single mother was never part of her carefully planned future. Industry insiders suggest that Electra will collapse while confronting Luna about the pregnancy situation, leading to Bridget's shocking discovery. The medical revelation that Electra is also pregnant would create an unprecedented crisis for Will Spencer, who faces the very real possibility of fathering to children with two women he cares about in completely different ways. The emotional devastation for Electra cannot be overstated. She's already struggling with whether she can stay with Will if he's the father of Luna's baby, keeping their relationship in limbo until paternity can be confirmed. Learning that she herself is pregnant, while Will potentially has another child on the way with a psychopathic serial killer, would be crushing beyond imagination. The paternity test protocol. Bridget Forrester's involvement in this medical drama brings much-needed credibility to the paternity testing process. Katie Logan personally escorted Bridget into the Spencer Mansion to perform Luna's test, ensuring that Luna has no opportunity to tamper with samples or manipulate results. Given Luna's documented history of changing DNA tests and fabricating medical evidence, this precaution is absolutely necessary. The test will be conducted with Will Spencer, Electra Forrester, and Luna Nozawa all present at the Spencer Mansion. Bill and Katie Spencer are determined to prevent any manipulation of the results, understanding that their son's entire future hangs in the balance. If the paternity test confirms Will as the biological father, he will have a permanent connection to a woman who has committed multiple murders and demonstrated dangerous obsessive behavior. Medical experts have noted that early paternity testing requires careful protocol. At this stage of pregnancy, determining exact conception dates remains challenging, though DNA analysis can definitively establish biological parentage. The real question isn't just whether Will is the father of Luna's baby, but whether Luna has found a way to manipulate the test results to show what she wants. The violence that could change everything. The physical altercation between Electra and Luna added another dangerous dimension to this already volatile situation. When Electra finally had enough of Luna's delusional Spencer baby talk, she delivered a punch that sent Luna crashing stomach first onto the couch. While satisfying for viewers who have watched Luna's reign of terror, the blow raised immediate concerns about potential miscarriage. Social media erupted with speculation that Luna could lose the baby after landing on her stomach. Reddit users noted that Luna is still in the early stages of pregnancy, making the fall particularly concerning from a medical standpoint. However, others pointed out that Luna has faked a pregnancy before and may not be pregnant at all. She could be manipulating everyone with false test results, just as she manipulated DNA tests in the past. If Luna does miscarry as a result of Electra's punch, the ramifications would be catastrophic. Luna would undoubtedly seek revenge against Electra, potentially putting Electra's own pregnancy at risk. The cycle of violence and retaliation could escalate dramatically, especially if Luna discovers that Electra is carrying the baby that should have been hers. The Spencer family crisis. Bill Spencer and Katie Logan find themselves in an impossible position as they watch their son's life unravel. Will is not just dealing with potential fatherhood, he's grappling with the reality that he was taken advantage of while intoxicated by a woman who has committed heinous crimes. The psychological trauma of being assaulted, combined with the possibility of permanent consequences through fatherhood, has left Will feeling overwhelmed with guilt and fear. The parents' primary concern is protecting their son from Luna's manipulations while ensuring that the truth about paternity is definitively established. They've watched Luna's cocky behavior and delusional fantasies about becoming part of the Spencer family, understanding that she represents a genuine threat to Will's well-being and future. Katie and Bill also recognize that Electra is hurting deeply, even though Will's infidelity occurred when he was intoxicated and potentially unable to consent. The complexity of this situation, where Will is both victim and potential father, creates moral and ethical dilemmas that have no easy resolution. Lee Finnegan's suspicions. Lee Finnegan's interactions with Luna have revealed cracks in the pregnancy story that others may have missed. As Luna's grandmother and a medical professional, Lee possesses both the family connection and clinical expertise to recognize when something doesn't add up. During her visit to the Spencer estate, Lee observed Luna's changing demeanor and lack of confidence when questioned about the pregnancy details. Lee's suspicions center on whether Luna actually slept with Will that night, or whether there was someone else involved. The possibility that Luna could be carrying another man's baby while claiming it's Will's fits perfectly with her established pattern of deception and manipulation. Lee has expressed hope that Luna is not actually pregnant with Will's child, understanding the lifetime of complications this would create for her grandson and the Spencer family. The twins theory. Adding yet another layer to this already complex situation, speculation has emerged that Luna could be carrying twins. This theory gained traction because Luna's pregnancy has been confirmed through multiple home tests, but no medical examination has occurred yet. When Luna eventually sees an OB/GYN and receives proper prenatal care, assuming Bill Spencer allows it, surprises about the pregnancy could emerge. If Luna learns she's expecting twins, her delusional belief that the universe is rooting for her future with Will would intensify exponentially. She's already ecstatic about one Spencer baby. Discovering she's having two would feed into her fantasies about destiny and her imagined relationship with Will. For Will, the nightmare scenario of one permanent connection to Luna would become two permanent connections, doubling the complexity and consequences. Career implications for Electra. Beyond the emotional devastation, Electra's potential pregnancy carries significant professional implications. She has worked tirelessly to establish herself at Forrester Creations, earning recognition and advancement through her talent and dedication. An unexpected pregnancy at this crucial career stage would force difficult decisions about her professional trajectory and personal goals. The prospect of single motherhood, particularly if Will ends up tied to Luna through another child, would fundamentally alter Electra's carefully planned future. She never envisioned herself in this position, and the reality of potentially raising a child while watching Will navigate co-parenting with a serial killer would be unbearable. Industry observers note that Electra's situation is compounded by the fact that her baby would be the sibling of Luna Nozawa's child. The thought of that permanent family connection, with all the complications and dangers it entails, makes the situation even more untenable. The psychological warfare. Luna's obsession with Will has evolved from romantic delusion to something far darker. She doesn't just want Will, she wants to possess him, to trap him permanently through pregnancy, and force him into a relationship he never chose. Her behavior demonstrates a level of calculation and manipulation that goes beyond typical soap opera villainy. The psychological impact on Electra of watching Luna's campaign to claim Will through pregnancy cannot be understated. Every conversation where Luna refers to their baby and imagines a future with Will is designed to wound Electra and drive her away. If Electra is indeed pregnant, Luna's rage and jealousy could escalate to dangerous levels, potentially threatening both Electra and her unborn child. Some speculation suggests Luna could attempt to cause a miscarriage for Electra through another physical altercation or by engineering a dangerous fall. Alternatively, Luna might wait until after the birth and attempt to kidnap Electra's baby, reasoning that if she can't have Will, he doesn't deserve happiness with anyone else. The legal complications. Beyond the emotional and medical dimensions, this situation carries significant legal implications. Luna is currently facing charges for multiple murders and should be in custody awaiting trial. Her pregnancy announcement has complicated that legal process, with discussions about keeping her confined until paternity can be definitively established. If Luna is pregnant with Will's child, the legal system will need to navigate prenatal care for a defendant accused of heinous crimes. If Electra is also pregnant, custody considerations become exponentially more complex, especially if Luna retains any parental rights to her own child. The Spencer family's wealth and legal resources will be fully deployed to protect Will's interests and ensure that Luna cannot manipulate the situation to her advantage. However, if Will is biologically the father, certain legal connections and parental rights cannot be eliminated, regardless of Luna's criminal status. What happens next? As October 2025 unfolds, the tension at the Spencer mansion continues to build toward explosive revelations. Bridget Forrester's paternity test results will provide definitive answers about Luna's baby, but they may also raise new questions if inconsistencies emerge. Will Spencer and Electra Forrester remain in emotional limbo, their relationship future dependent on test results and potential pregnancy confirmations? The possibility of Will having two babies with two different women represents unprecedented territory for the bold and the beautiful. The Spencer family has weathered numerous scandals and crises, but nothing compares to the perfect storm of pregnancy, manipulation, violence, and psychological trauma currently engulfing their lives. For Electra, the collapse that leads to her own pregnancy discovery will mark a turning point in her storyline. The career-focused young woman who arrived in Los Angeles with clear goals and ambitions will face choices she never imagined, with consequences that will reverberate for years. Whether she chooses to continue the pregnancy, how she navigates her relationship with Will, and how she protects herself from Luna's escalating obsession will define her character going forward. The Spencer mansion chaos is far from over. In fact, it's only beginning. As medical tests confirm pregnancies and paternity results arrive, the lives of everyone involved will change forever. The question isn't just who's really carrying Will's baby, it's how these families will survive the aftermath of the truth.